Hey YouTube, it's BadModsTube. Today we'll be talking about a new mod hack that is available to you guys through us. As of right now, it's only a service, and the service is a Unbricking service, custom firmware service, or official firmware service. The up to custom firmware is it's safer. You can play backups of your current games on there through ISOs off of the memory card. You can install custom themes. You can do a bunch of stuff. You can run homebrew. That's a big one. Just all kinds of really neat stuff. You can get on YouTube with it and stuff that you couldn't usually do with your PSP, but thankfully through third-party applications you can. So what you want to do, that's custom firmware. If you want official firmware, basically the only reason if you would need us to flash official firmware is if something went wrong with your PSP and you want to send it into Sony. So we would flash official firmware so it looks like your PSP never had anything wrong with it. You could then send it into Sony, because if you had custom firmware, Sony will not they won't look at it. They'll say, okay, well, you violated your user contract, so we won't look at it. That also happens when you take apart your PSP. Don't do that unless you know what you're doing and know how to fix parts. And for unbricking, occasionally it happens with official firmware. When you update, it will brick, which is kind of stupid, but luckily through a Pandora battery and magic memory stick you can unbrick it, and there you go. So let's talk about this, the Pandora battery and the magic memory stick. As of right now, like I said, it's only a service. It's available for $5. You just have to pay shipping both ways, so it will be $10 with shipping, but you have to pay to ship it there. You have to keep that in mind too. I don't know how much it would be to ship there. It shouldn't be that much. We live in Indiana in the United States, so there's kind of a estimation. We live like right around Indianapolis, so that's our city. Anyway, what you do, we'll sell these as kits eventually. The tool PSP Pandora battery, it puts it into service mode, and we also have the magic memory stick, which you insert over here. It has to be a 2 GB or lower memory stick. I have it in backwards. Just put it in. Okay, and you have to have a PSP 1000 or PSP 2000. And for this to work, to tell if you have a PSP 1000 or 2000, you look in the back. Mine says PSP 2001. Any 1000 model or 2000 model will work. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of just sit the Pandora battery there. Don't insert it yet. You want to turn it over, because when you insert the Pandora battery, the green light will come on automatically without you turning it on. You want to hold the left trigger and then insert the battery. You should see that light come on. And then I'm holding the trigger over here. You'll see this orange light flash. And then it'll load up the menu. Here you can install 5.0 M33, install 5.0 official firmware. Don't mess with your NAT operations unless you know what you're doing. Hardware info. Look at your hardware info. Just look at your motherboard type. Mine's TA88 version 1.2. TA88 version 3 is not hackable. So there you go. Test M33, that's to test the firmware. Basically it'll restart and you'll have M33, but when next time you turn your PSP off, you won't. Let's see, shutdown. It's pretty self-explanatory. Same with reboot device. We're done with that. That's just to show you the menu. Once you install it, you make sure you want to have your battery fully charged and stuff. Then what you want to do, I'll show you. I have not official firmware, custom firmware. You're going to hold the right trigger before you turn it on. Just do that. It'll boot up in recovery menu. I'm running 5.5 Gen B, and I know it's not the newest update, but it'll do. Here you can toggle USB configuration, all this stuff. I believe it's in advanced. Yeah, you can make a Pandora battery or you can make a normal battery. Now, our Pandora batteries that we will sell to you can be converted to a Pandora battery or a normal battery. So you can do that a bunch of times. If you want a normal battery to play games, you can't use a Pandora battery to play games. That's the downside. Okay, so we're going to go back. In the recovery menu, it's basically if you put a plug-in or something in that made it brick, you can turn it off through the recovery menu, and hopefully you'll get a chance to unbrick it. Also, now that you can make a Pandora battery through the recovery menu, you can then unbrick your PSP if you brick it yourself. So we're just going to exit. It will boot up normally. I have a custom theme, that's why it looks different. Let it load up. There we go. Okay. To prove to you that I am on custom firmware, well, I can just kind of press select, and I already showed you the recovery menu. Here's the VSH menu, where you can also make a Pandora battery or a normal battery, and all the other operations that you could do in the recovery menu. Now we'll go to system settings and we'll look at my firmware. My MAC address is hidden, so you can't see it. You'll see 5.5 Gen-B full. The newest one's Gen-D. We will update your custom firmware to the newest available custom firmware, unless you otherwise let us know that you wanted it something. We will eventually have it for PSP 3000. As of right now, it's only PSP 1000 and 2000. So there's that. Basically, what you can do is you can run, like here is the Gen updates. When you install M33, you can update to Gen. So that's that. Like I said, it's $5 plus $5 shipping. That the $5 shipping is for us to ship it back. You have to pay to ship it here, and we will install custom firmware, official firmware, or unbrick, whatever you want. And it's really good deal, really cheap. I've seen people on YouTube selling it for like $25 to $50. We're selling it for $5. So, and like I said, we will have do-it-yourself kits. And the do-it-yourself kits consist of, I believe I already showed you, but the Pandora battery, or the magic memory stick, or both. Okay. We're gonna have to get some memory sticks and turn them into magic memory sticks, and we're gonna have to get some more Pandora batteries. So it'll be quick. It'll be, depending on if it's a holiday or weekend, it'll be shipped back to you within 2 days, unless it's like some holiday, like I said. So yeah, it's a pretty good deal. Send us a PM if you'd like. This currently is will be available on our website, so you can check it out there. I'll put the website in the description. Just go down to products and you can view all the stuff we have for sale. We are moving our website. We still are keeping our old one up until we have the new one, but we will just update all the stuff the links in our videos to the new website link. So yeah, that's it.